This is going to be a movement to address back of the shoulder. I have this track. I can also, if I have a band at home, I can take the band over top of the door and close the door. Okay. Now I'm going to go through a few planes of motion here. So starting off, I'm going to step out so the band's coming across my body. And I'm going to let my arm come across. I'm even going to turn to look at that band, and I'm going to pull straight down and out, almost turning my palm forward as I do it. So I'm squeezing my shoulder blade down and back. So I'll come up and across, pulling down and back, trying to pull my shoulder blade down, squeezing into my armpit. Now next, I'm going to come up a little bit higher. So still in a downward motion, but now I'm not pulling my arm as far down to my hip. And then once again back across. When I initiate that pull, I'm really trying to come down, and I'm trying to make sure that I stop and I don't let my shoulders turn with my arm. As I get fatigued, I'll probably start to want to get my whole trunk into it. And then last on the list, I'm going to come up a little bit higher. So hand just below shoulder height. Once again, trying to maintain a little bit of that down and back squeeze to where the band comes close to touching me on the chest. And then a pretty straight arm as I come across. So I would alternate going from one to the next, and then sweeping back through. So just so you see it from the other side, let my arm come up and across. In the first movement, I'm going to pull down and kind of turn my palm forward, turn my thumb out. So I squeeze down into my armpit. I'm also making sure I'm not letting my lower back go to this big sway, so I try and keep a little bit of some tension in my stomach and my ribs down in the front. Then the next motion, I'm going to come up a little bit higher, but I'm still maintaining that down and back pull of my shoulder. Back across slowly. And then the last one is going to be up a little bit higher. My hand's going to be just below shoulder height. Really making sure I feel nothing on the top of my shoulder. Everything is down and into the back of my arm.